All right, y'all, back another B-Rad Garage Driveway Edition in the never-ending quest for more space for the old Jeep TJ. I found this old rear hitch rack my pop had made for me and my cousin when we took a trip to Colorado in his Jeep TJ. We call it the chili pepper, a little red TJ. Anyway, I found this out at his place. It is a rack I had found or got out of the trash or something. I'll try to spin it around here in a second. That has kind of a chrome kind of finish, I guess. And then he made this rack. This rack is insanely heavy. I mean, it's right angle. I don't know if it's 3/16 or 1/4 inch angle iron. I mean, it is a beast. It's extremely heavy. But anyway, I'm gonna try to flip this thing around, kind of show y'all and kind of tell y'all the plan, what I want to do and what we might start doing out here today. So this bad boy here is very heavy. As you can see, we just wired in different places with haywire. We just wired this basket on the inside. Gives it a little bit more of a lip, and we had a cooler and some stuff down in here. I don't know if y'all can see. I'll probably get in closer, but you can tell the holes are not exactly perfect. It rattles a little because my dad just used a gas axe, torched them right through there. But it does fit in a standard 2-inch receiver hitch. I believe standard hitches are 2, but anyway, fits in a standard receiver hitch, and without any modifications or anything. He welded on some pieces of chain for the tie down points. Hope y'all can see all this. But anyway, this thing is a monster. I'm thinking we take the basket out, we get it painted, we knock all the rust and stuff off this, just maybe, it's mostly surface rust, and get it painted, as well as I had some of those adhesive stickers, same ones I use, those stick-on reflectors for the Jeep doors, had the same ones here, but as you can see, they fell off. The adhesive's still here, but they fell off over time. So I either want to put more reflectors on it, red on the back, orange on the side, or I believe the Jeep has a trailer plug. So I'm thinking about maybe even putting like a stop, turn type deal in the back here, but I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna lay this monster down where I can kind of get to it, and then we're gonna get the wire brush and the drill and start knocking some of this mess off. Woo, love that noise, man. Yeah, let's see if we can't get our old wire brush out and get to working. All right, y'all, back to it. First thing I think I'm gonna do is clip the wire out from underneath there, kind of free that silver basket. But I think I'm actually gonna leave it sitting on there for now because it kind of raises the angle iron up off the ground. Or, you know, second thought, maybe I just leave it the way it is. That way it's easier to kind of move around. But I'm just gonna hit it with my little wire wheel and just my little portable battery drill. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, nothing too exciting here. We're just gonna take this around. It's just a regular old wire wheel. Gonna take this around, knock some of this off, and then clip these loose and start looking at what we got to do to paint this thing. I'll probably either quit filming or speed this up, but I think this is going to be enough because we'll probably shoot a primer on here as well. I kind of want a rugged kind of paint, you know, something that's going to stand up kind of to the elements at least a little better. So this is going to spend its entire life outside, whether it's behind the Jeep or out back, because I got no place for this monster in the garage. So yeah, let me keep hitting on this, and then we'll get back to it when we start thinking about painting it. pretty good chunks of rust and stuff here we knocked off. This is by no means perfect, y'all, but I got the big stuff off. I actually used the wire wheel on the 2 adhesive backs. I scraped them off with my knife as best I could and actually used the wire wheel to knock them down. So quite a bit of rust there. I'm going to probably blow it off with the air compressor or leaf blower, something like that. And we might end up painting it today. It's actually kind of a pretty day. It's a little bit windy, but maybe I can rig up something around the back of the house or something. But definitely looks better than what it did. Probably can't tell from the camera, but a lot less big rust. You can still see there's stuff along the insides here. It's probably not going to be the best job ever. I'm not going to lie. I am by far and away from being a good painter at all. It's mostly because it's in the prep work and I end up being pushed for time or being lazy, and I don't do the prep work. So let that be, learn from my mistakes. Do the prep work if you're doing any kind of paint you really care about and really want to be a solid job. So see if we can't rig up some kind of paint booth and we'll get back to y'all. All right, y'all. B-Rad garage spray paint booth in progress. I'm sure y'all can hear the pump running over there. You'll probably hear AC units kick on. I'm basically in the little kind of service alleyway area behind my house. Very narrow, not a lot of space. I want to run cardboard up to the top of the fence for sure. There's the dog barking. So, you know, it's a hot mess back here. But anyway, I'm not trying to hide this part of the process from y'all, but I am not great with a spray gun, and you probably won't learn a lot from me. What you'll more likely learn is what not to do. So make sure and do all your prep work, like I didn't really do as good a job as I should have. Make sure you have a good controlled environment, as controlled as possible, to spray paint, which I do not have. And you know, it's really just something that takes practice and time. I mean, there's guys out here that can lay as good a coat of paint with a spray can as I could with all the professional rig in the world, man. So it's not something to be scared of, but it is something to take your time on. Don't do like I'm doing now, kind of get rushed and, oh, I got a pretty day, I got to jump out there, like, you know. Anyway, but we're gonna do our best to protect the fence and all the stuff back here. I don't think I have enough room to keep the camera safe from any overspray, and my camera's just my phone, so I need it all the time. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do here is give this a spray. I might be able to show y'all the basket if I spray the basket, but anyway, when we come back to this sucker ought to be flat black. Oh, and by the by, I'm using this Krylon Fusion all-in-one. It's a paint and a primer. I've had great luck with this stuff, especially on things like plastic or things that don't normally stick to spray paint. I've had good luck with it. So I'm gonna try to shoot a coat of black on this and get back to y'all. All right, y'all. So we're outside, getting dusk. I'll be honest with you, some days have passed. And since the actual B-Rad garage is more like 3 foot by 5 foot that I have tried to clean out so y'all don't see how awful the garage is, we're out here with this big hunk of metal. I'm trying not to upset it too, because it's just kind of chilling on its one single point of contact with the ground there. But anyway, I kind of thought about doing something maybe kind of different, like a light bar. This would be the back of it, by the way, like one of those plug-in light bars you can put into a trailer plug, where, you know, it would have a brake light that popped up when you actually hit your brakes, or I mean, they even have some with like turn signal built in, which is really cool. But then I thought about the amount of use time added to the cost of it, the storage of it, there's wires, this and that. So I thought, to keep this thing just as basic and kind of as bargain and cheap as we can, I just really got the same reflectors that I got for the Jeep video I did with the doors and whatnot. I got red ones for the back and kind of some orange, yellow, kind of some marker light ones for the side. So we're gonna go typical, and we're gonna not do a lot of prep work. I just kind of have wiped this off a little bit. Not sure how you can tell. This is a couple of weeks of being outside. The black is still holding up pretty good, but again, not the greatest job here. But let's see if we can just get lucky with these just sticking right on here. What do you think? I know not everybody's a Jeep person, but I gotta say, these fenders, man, it's a great little flat spot for stuff. Pretty handy. And these are just simple two adhesive pads on each side. I'm a little confused. It's a recess here for the adhesive, and sometimes it feels like maybe it's not gonna stick. But we'll see what we got here. Just go on one side. Okay, like I said, we just go on one side. There we go. Oh, that's not really straight on there, is it? What do you say we make this the bottom, y'all? I think oh, I got lucky. That's actually the bottom. So just press that in. Nothing too big and fancy here. And then we'll go just right here at the corner. I will say I've slightly kind of cheated because I have prior knowledge. I know these fit on here and that they do hold for quite a while, because we had these when my cousin and I went to Jeep Jamboree back in 2011. So let's see if we can't hang one of these side markers here. Can y'all even see that if I do that? No, you can't. Let me slap this adhesive on there and then move y'all around. I mean, this is riveting. I know you're like, how's he gonna do this one? It's gonna be so much more different than the red one. And you're right, it is gonna be completely different because, you know, it's on the side. It's on the side now. So all right, let's go for a little ride, y'all. How about it? Okay, this is a little more evident of my lack of painting skills right here. So let's see, we've still got our words and labels here. Let's just go on here. Keep that as straight as possible. Awesome. Feel okay, actually. Like I said, I basically just wiped this down. I really didn't prep it. Didn't want to get too fancy on y'all and actually prep the surface and do what I'm supposed to do. Do y'all feel like dancing around the other side here? Let's see what we got here. Yep, you can check out that sweet paint job as we go. I realize it's kind of dusk here, y'all, but really my hope is to be able to maybe plug this in the back of the Jeep or something to kind of show y'all how these reflectors do make a difference. I'm not sure if they're required to be on here because your brake lights are going to be functioning. Obviously, they're not your only type of brake or indicator, but I don't know about that. Come on, get off there. There we go. You see on the bottom right here. Awesome. And we'll slap this one on the side. So yeah, real riveting stuff, I know, guys. But yeah, these are so that's, you know, it's just $4 in making it, whether it's required in your area, state, or whatever or not. I think it's a good idea because you got multiple ways for somebody to notice this thing. One, from a road standpoint, let's say somebody's too close to you in traffic or a parking lot or something, and then two, also in a walking around and hitting your shin on it type fashion, so you're not just, you know, thwanging into this thing. So all right, let's see what we got here. There's two on each corner, those two over there. Awesome. Well, it's a cheap and easy way to do it. Sorry if y'all shook there, I apologize. Yeah, let me get the Jeep flipped around and maybe we'll wait till it's closer to dusk and kind of show y'all how these reflectors go. All right, so I've got it on the Jeep here, and I'm gonna turn it around kind of where it's darker, maybe try to flash a light or something, just kind of show y'all how much of a difference these reflectors make. But you know, eagle-eyed viewers may know that yes, there is duct tape on the inside of the hitch assembly there, because this sucker just wobbled around like you wouldn't believe. Now this is after many, was it 7.5, maybe 8.5 wraps of duct tape. This does not solve the issue. However, it is a ton quieter because the pin is kind of holding the inside, and then this one here is wrapped up. Now it is covering the second hole for the adjustment, but that's actually okay because it has to come out to this level to clear the spare tire, at least on the Jeep anyway. And my truck's usually got enough storage, I won't need this. So yeah, so anyway, duct tape to the rescue. Again, we get this little rascal flipped around and we'll see what we can't find out with the lights here. So I tried to set up a real world idea here. I'm across the street at my neighbor's house, but I don't know if y'all can see that those are reflected in the camera. Tried to pull up closer to it and it was just, I couldn't get in between it, but I was driving the truck and man, it makes a big difference. So if it keeps somebody from bumping into you or you bump into it, I think it's worth the $4 or $5 after tax. I think I'm kidding. It's a mess in here, y'all. It's the best I can do. Here it is in all its glory, I guess. Yes, that's a dog bed and a pressure washer and a pair of Crocs. Yeah. So, you know, to review, duct tape on the actual part that inserts into the truck. We got baling wire holding the grate down, and we have $4 worth of reflectors on there. But hey, all in all, this is super solid. It's 1/4 inch steel. My old man made it just stronger than anything you're going to buy on the market. But anyway, if you have one of these, or if you want to find one and refurb it, I think it's a pretty easy, pretty fun job, and you might get some use out of the thing. As always, y'all, really appreciate you coming along with the ride for us. Hope y'all are learning maybe a little something, but mostly enjoying yourself. Take care. Y'all go out there and make it be rad.